algorithm and monetization. When it comes to YouTube monetization and growth, there are a lot of creators out there who talk about it, who act like they know all about it, and most times some of the things they say to the public is actually misleading. I watched a video yesterday where the guy was saying, talking about YouTube growth and monetization, and he said most of the people he wanted to monetize their page, their channel, that they had issues with mass production. And he said the reason why they were having that issue with mass production was because they were scheduling their upload. And I know that he said scheduling of upload affects both views, and it affects you when you are about to get monetized, that YouTube will flag you for mass production. And when he said that, I got concerned because on this channel I know I've been scheduling posts, maybe because I will not have time to post later, so I schedule my post, and I allow the YouTube to upload it when it gets to that time. And when he mentioned that yesterday, I got concerned, and I noticed that those videos I actually schedule, I don't normally get views on them. So it was looking as though what he was saying was correct. But I had to go over to YouTube to ask YouTube. And before I went to YouTube, I went to ChatGPT. The world is a global village. You can get information at your beck and call. So I gave this prompt to ChatGPT. I said, hello, I want to talk about scheduling and upload on YouTube and why it is not advisable, including the strikes of mass production. Somebody said when you schedule a video on YouTube, that you schedule videos, or that when you schedule a video on YouTube, that if you upload a video and you don't put it on unlisted or private, and you schedule it, that you'll be flagged for mass production. So when I asked, I wanted to know I wanted to talk against it, but how it affect the algorithm. So when I gave that prompt to you, ChatGPT told me this. He said scheduling versus uploading on YouTube, the truth, no lies, no myth. He said there's a big misunderstanding in the YouTube creator community, especially among new creators, about scheduling. Some people say if you upload a video and schedule it, YouTube flags it as mass production. If a video is uploaded as private or unlisted before going public, YouTube suppresses it. Negatively, this is what people are saying about scheduling of video. They say none of this is true. Let's break it down in a way anybody can understand. They say number one, scheduling a video does not give you a mass production strike. Okay, YouTube only gives a mass produced content strike under reused or repurposed content when you are uploading the same thing over and over. You're using AI with no original value. Okay, you are recycling TikTok, Instagram Reels, or other creators' content. Okay, you are uploading generic faceless videos with human input. You are using spammy template with no unique editing. Scheduling a video has nothing to do with this. In fact, YouTube's own official documentation states that creators are encouraged to schedule uploads to build consistency. So the idea that scheduling equals to mass production is 100% false. Now, most persons will run with that information that guy gave yesterday, and they will stop scheduling their post, or maybe they will start getting scared that they will get mass production strike because they schedule their post. So that's why I had to take time to go and study it actually and know what it's all about. Okay, number two, why some scheduled video don't get views. The real reason. Let me explain the real issue based on how the algorithm works. When you schedule a video, YouTube scans the video in advance, checks for copyright, checks for ad stability, process the metadata. This is good for your video, but the problem most creators face is not scheduling. Is this scheduled video always often drop at the wrong time, low click-through rates. Okay, low click-through rates. Algorithm thinks the video is not interesting. Algorithm stops recommending it. Too much time passes between upload and production. If you upload on Monday and schedule on Friday, any change in the algorithm behavior affects your performance. Okay, you should not you schedule but don't promote or build anticipation. You rely on scheduling but ignore title and thumbnail optimization. You ignore the title, you ignore optimizing your thumbnail. Scheduling itself does not kill the video. A low initial engagement did. Okay, now number three, what it said, what happens when you upload and publish instantly? When you upload and publish immediately, your subscribers get an instant spike of notification. Okay, YouTube tests your video immediately. Your current active audience sees it while they are still online. Click-through rate is usually higher in the first few minutes. Faster engagement equals to stronger push. This is why immediate uploads feel like they perform better. But again, it's engagement. Does YouTube see scheduled video as mass production? The answer is no. The algorithm cannot and does not treat a scheduled video as spam, AI generated, mass produced, or low quality. Scheduling only controls when the video becomes public. Distribution. When scheduling a video actually hurts a video. If you upload the video as unlisted, share it around and people watch it before it goes public. These are only 3 cases when scheduling affects a video. When you upload it as unlisted and you share the link around before it goes public, YouTube may label it as old by the time it goes live. If you schedule a dead hour when your audience is offline, low click rate through equals to low retention, low algorithm stops pushing it. Okay, if you upload too early, days before, and forget to update metadata, titles and thumbnail no longer match the trending topic. These are human mistakes, not algorithm punishment. Now, that strikes, the answer is no, zero, never. Scheduling has nothing to do with monetization approval, mass production strike, used content strike, channel review, partner program eligibility. The YouTube partner program team reviews content, not the time of your upload. Okay, your final message and conclusion for your video. Here are how you can conclude powerful. Scheduling give you a mass production strike. It does not reduce your monetization chances. It does not suppress your video. What affects your video is your title, your thumbnail, your audience behavior, and your timing. I know when I checked Gemini said something about when you schedule and your audience are not online, that even scheduling makes you to, when you study your data, your YouTube analytics, you will find out when your audience are mostly online and you schedule your video to go online at that time. Okay, now let's go to Gemini. One thing I like about Gemini is that Gemini is owned by Google. Google owns Gemini, and if there's any information you want about YouTube, see, I just designed this thumbnail with Gemini. If there's any information you need to know about YouTube, stop asking random questions. Okay, it's better you go straight to Gemini. So when I put the same question I asked on ChatGPT on Gemini, look at what Gemini said. Is the same prompt I gave to ChatGPT that I gave to Gemini about if scheduling of post can actually hurt my channel. So Gemini said this is very insightful and relevant set of observations. YouTube system. It touches on common concerns creators have regarding scheduling, views, and policy enforcement. Let's break down your points about scheduling and mass production, strike met, and how it truly affects the algorithm. Okay, the myth of scheduled upload and algorithm suppression. Okay, the idea that scheduling a video automatically suppresses views of mass production is widely debated, and evidence suggests it's a general myth. This is owned by YouTube. This Gemini is owned by Google. Google owns YouTube. So if there's any information you need to know about Google YouTube, it's better you ask Gemini. ChatGPT will tell you the right information, but I am more comfortable with Gemini because Gemini takes time to break, because it takes time to break it down because it understands the system very well. Okay, what does scheduling actually does? Okay, consistency. Scheduling is a YouTube tool provided specially to help creators maintain a consistent posting schedule. Consistency is something the algorithm rewards as it helps YouTube predict when viewers will tune in. Timing. It allows you to publish content exactly when your audience is most active. When you check it, like, which you can check in YouTube analytics. When you check YouTube analytics, you know your audience will always are most active by 5 p.m. You schedule your post to go out around that time. Okay, when your viewers are on YouTube, posting when your peak audience is online is recommended practice for maximizing initial engagement. 0 day 1 difference. When a video transition is scheduled to public, it is treated by the algorithm as the same as the same and immediate manual upload. The factor the same as an immediate manual upload. The factor is how it is set to public, but the crucial factor is not how it is set to public, but the immediate engagement it receives after it goes live. Okay. While you might see fewer views on scheduled videos, the drop in views you observe with scheduled videos are likely due to viewer behavior, not penalty from the algorithm itself. See, this is what YouTube is saying. No, this is what Gemini is actually saying. The hype factor, the last minute manual upload might be done when you're actively promoting it to a dedicated group, e.g., announcing it in a community post, quickly sharing it on social media. Okay. Release timing. If you schedule a video for a time your core audience is not online, the initial surge in engagement, views, likes, comments in the first few hours will be lower. The algorithm relies on this initial surge to decide how far to push the video. Low initial engagement equals to low recommendation. This is very, very important. If you upload the video and people don't click immediately, and even if they click, they don't watch for long, the algorithm does not see it as a content that is good enough to be pushed. So that is one of the things that can affect your views, not the scheduling time, not the time you schedule. Because I had issues when I watched that video yesterday, and I knew that a lot of persons have been misinformed, and they will start doing the wrong thing because they are struggling to get views, monetization. They start doing the wrong thing. But it's better you get the right information. That's why I'm taking time. I know it's a long video. That's why I'm taking time to explain this step by step. Okay. Content versus timing. If you post immediately, you might be posting your best content first, while scheduled video might sometimes be filler or less time sensitive content. The content quality and topic relevance are always the primary drivers of views. Okay. Mass production strike and monetization. The concept of mass production strike is not a formal strike in the sense of a community guideline strikes, but it is a real issue related to monetization and originality. What YouTube considers mass produced or repetitious, the rule is aimed at protecting original creators and ensuring ad revenue goes to high quality, authentic content. It is typically a monetization policy violation that can lead to demonetization, not a channel strike that restricts uploading. Okay. Examples of content flagged under the policy often. The same thing ChatGPT told us. This was the same examples ChatGPT told us about content that YouTube flagged as mass produced. Okay. AI generated low effort content, videos generated by AI with minimal editing or thought, hundreds of identical listicles or auto-generated clips. Okay. Repetitious content, videos that are so similar they offer no new value, lightly cropped or re-uploaded, looping compilations or shadows with little or no original commentary, reused content from other sources that has not been significantly altered, or original commentary / educational value added. How scheduling relates. The act of scheduling or uploading several videos at once and setting them to private / schedule does not inherently make the content mass produced. What matters is the content itself. You could upload 100 high value original videos and schedule them, and you will be fine. You could manually upload low effort repetitive video, and you could be demonetized. Demonetization risk. If your content is deemed mass produced or repetitious, the primary risk is demonetization under the YouTube partner program, not a strike that freezes your channel. Okay. Scheduled. Okay, now let's look at the summary and best practice. Consign reality. Scheduled videos get fewer views. It is not a penalty. It is often due to posting at a non-optimal time or the video lacking the initial engagement to kickstart the algorithm. Number 2, he said mass production strikes. It is not a formal strike, but a monetization policy violation targeting low effort, repetitive, or unoriginal content, often generated by automation. The algorithm. The algorithm main goal is to promote videos that viewers will watch and enjoy, measured by watch time, click-through rate, and engagement. This algorithm people are fighting for, you're struggling to get. The work of this algorithm, how you can trigger the algorithm to push your video is the first 8 seconds of your video should be catchy. The first 3 seconds, first 8 seconds, first 15 seconds. If people keep watching your video and they engage, they comment, you reply their comments, you're triggering the algorithm to push your video. You're making the algorithm feel that people like this video and you'll be pushing it. They like, they comment, they share, they watch your video and they watch to the end. It will trigger the algorithm to push your video. Okay, now so I'm not asking, so you're saying it's not bad to schedule and upload and it does not affect monetization? You say that is correct. Based on YouTube policy and the consensus among creators, the answer is a resounding yes to both points, with a crucial caveat. I don't know what that caveat. I'm not a law person, but I think it has to do with something like a kind of a declare. I don't know. Those who study law, please, what does caveat mean? Okay, scheduling does not affect monetization. Here's a summary of the key takeaway. Scheduling does not affect monetization. The act of scheduling is natural. YouTube provides the scheduling function as a creator tool. Using it does not trigger any policy violation or directly affecting your channel monetization status. Monetization is based on content. What affects monetization is the content of the video itself. If a video violates the YouTube partner program policy, specifically those against repetitious or mass-produced content, it is at risk of being demonetized or causing your whole channel to be suspended from the YouTube partner program, regardless of how or when it was uploaded. Mass production targets. The policy targets content that lack originality, significant commentary, or added value, often generated using templates or automated tools, AI slop. Uploading high quality original videos is fine. Uploading many low effort repetitive videos is not. Okay, scheduling does not affect algorithm directly. Equal treatment. Once a video goes live, whether scheduled or manually published, the algorithm treats it the same. The algorithm main job is to measure viewer response immediately after publication. The real factor is timing/engagement. The reason you might see fewer views on scheduled video is often related to timing and audience activity. If you schedule a video for 3 a.m. when your audience is asleep, the initial engagement will be low and the algorithm won't push it out as hard. If you publish immediately at a peak time, you might see a better result. Your actionable takeaway: scheduling is safe and encourage practice for consistency. The only strike you need to worry about is the one against low effort original content. If your video is original, engaging, and offers value, feel free to schedule it for the time you know your core audience is most active. This is the best way to optimize your views and get the algorithm working for you. Okay, so I think this is enough explanation on this scheduling stuff. I thought I watched the video why the guy was talking with so much authority that a lot of people were demonetized, or they were not accepted into the YouTube partner program because they scheduled a post and YouTube flagged it as what is the right word, as mass produced. So I got concerned and he also mentioned that when you schedule a post you get low views. I got concerned because I know that I've been scheduling posts. The area of low views, he said, was a little bit correct, because I know that because I've been scheduling my post for a while. I noticed that the post I schedule for a while, I don't normally get views. So because of that, I got concerned. I was like, maybe what they're saying is correct, to let me look into it. And that was why I took time to say, let me go and hear from the gurus, the owners of YouTube, what they have to say about it, because most times there are a lot of information there. You don't know the information that is correct and the information that is not correct. So I had to take time. I went back to YouTube. I went back to say what is actually going on, what is the correct information concerning this matter. And I'm glad to bring this information to you, that scheduling a video does not affect your monetization in any way. That what affects your monetization is the content of your video, the content of the content you're putting out there. What is in the content you're putting out there is what actually affects your video. So I'll call it a day here. I will see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day. I hope you learned something, you got something out of this class today. I'll see you later in my next video.